Hey everyone, this is a 2020 Palisade, has about 50,000 miles on it, and I'm going to change the rear differential fluid. You can see here it calls for zero point 0.7 quarts of 7585 gear oil. I'm going to use 7590. 7585 is really hard to find and super expensive, probably because they're trying to jack up the prices. You're going to need a 24 millimeter wrench as well as socket. The sockets to get the drain plug off, and then the wrench is for the fill plug. This job probably would cost somewhere between $200 and $300 at the dealership, and you can change it for, say, $20 for a quart of gear oil. All right, I am underneath the Palisade, and you're looking at the rear differential. So first off, we're going to pop off this little plastic plug, and then what you can see here, this is the drain plug right here, and up here that's the fill plug. So you can either use a 24 millimeter wrench to kind of squeeze up in there and loosen it, or you can use a socket with a small extension and go through this hole into the fill plug. You're gonna have to have a tube to run through there to fill it up. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and loosen this. So I'm gonna stop the video while I do this. Okay, I actually forgot to mention, make sure you take the fill plug off before the drain plug, because you don't want to drain all your differential gear oil fluid and then you can't get the fill plug off, and then you're screwed. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. So you can see I'm just kind of going up in here and taking that off. All right, so no issues getting it loosened. So I'm going to stop and get the gear oil draining, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, all right, this is done draining. At 50,000 miles, it actually looked pretty good. I probably could have waited 75,000 miles, just based off of the looks of the gear oil. Maybe if you tow a trailer or something, you might want to do it sooner. Even when I look at the plug, there's really not any shavings on the magnetic plug. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this off, and then I'll put the plug back in, and then we'll get to filling it up. All right, so what we got here is the 7590 Valvoline full synthetic advanced gear oil, because that fill hole is tight and you got to run it through another little opening. So I got this adapter from Amazon. I mean, it's basically just a tube that hooks onto the gear oil bottle. You can get these things from anywhere, AutoZone, Advance Auto. They're really cheap. They probably cost $6 or $7, and you can use them for lots of other stuff, but this will make your life a lot easier. So I'm gonna go back under the car, and then we'll fill it up, and that'll be about it. We'll just have to put the fill plug cap back on, and off we go. Okay, I'm back under the car. You can see where you're gonna run your hose is right there. So let me get that in there. Hang on. It's hard to do with one hand. Okay, let's see how we're looking. Almost there. Okay. All right, so now we're just gonna squeeze the container until it runs out of the fill hole, and then we'll put the plug back on. So I can't do this with one hand, so I'm gonna stop the video. Okay, you can see I went ahead and filled it up. Now it's the fill hole is it's draining, so that tells me that I put plenty in. So I'll just let it drain for a minute, and then I'll put the plug back in, and we will be done. So this is just as easy, if not easier, than changing your oil. I think a lot of people are intimidated by it. They shouldn't be. The dealerships take advantage of that. Again, you'll probably save, I don't know, $250 doing this yourself.